Hey there, in YouTube land, and tonight we're starting to get things straightened away. There's still a lot left to do, and things left to be put into their proper places and order. And you're kind of getting a sneak peek of part of it right now. If you'll notice there in the frame, you'll see something that's going to be kind of a highlight of for my collection. And that's going to be going in a different spot than it is right now. It's just there until we get certain things up in the house. The cats got in tonight, so they're kind of like nervously looking around their new place. Some of them more nervous than others. If you watched my video earlier, you know I got the Jock to Me set today, and really excited about that. We want to take time and we can actually take a weekend or something to really explore the set, look through the features, look through the just look at the movies again, see the transfers. We, like I said before, my better half grew up on this. This is one of her favorites. She's big on, well, she's French, so she's big on French cinema. And I grabbed a couple things today. They're not movie related. I did grab a 3-month subscription to Xbox Live because I find with here, it's easier to use the the subscription card. And I saw the one on sale. So I just grabbed it, and so I got 3 months. And why did I get the 3 months? Well, I play some games on live that really are needed of live, and I bought one today, and I wanted to show it because I think it's a really underrated game. And if you haven't seen it, really check it out. It's actually pretty damn good. Again, it's a little bit darker in here right now. I have more lights coming, but I apologize for that, but hopefully you guys can see a bit of what's there. If you look behind me, you can see that I've got my collector's side there with a lot of the Disney tins, a lot of the Screen Factories and Arrows. And we're going to be seeing me do a lot of my video stuff from, and a lot of my collection updates and additions and stuff like that. You'll see the other side there that has a lot of toys. It's got the Star Trek, the animated series set that I really like. You can probably look back there to my Dragon Ball Z, a bunch of my other stuff. And like I said before, you see a bit of the display case, but you're going to see more in depth when I get it all put in the right spot. I'll do a tour of the entire house so you guys can see exactly where I've got all my DVDs put. Obviously, what you can't see right here is right in front of me is my entertainment center, and basically what it is I've got a bunch of shelves with my TV, my region-free Blu-ray player, my Xbox One on it, and as of Saturday, my cable box as well, which is going to be probably plugged into the Xbox One, so I can do the whole one guide thing. So I'm kind of interested in checking that out. Game, yeah, I picked up Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare. I was talking to some people about this game recently, and about Titanfall, and I'm a big mech guy, so I said, Titanfall, I want to get the best shooter for next gen. And I played Call of Duty and I played Battlefield 4, and they just weren't. They're good, but they're not there yet. The next reiteration of will be like there. Will be next gen. I said, well, what's the best next gen shooter that I can play right now and have fun with, something a little bit different? And Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare kept coming up over and over again. And honestly, I never even thought of it. I thought it was it's going to be more of a kiddie game. It's going to be I played Plants vs Zombies on the iPad, which is a much different thing than the shooter thing right here. But this thing is a lot of fun. I mean, there are some really cool modes in here. They all have different attacks and powers, and there's a card system. Of course, there are some in-app purchases that you can do. It's a $39 game, so in-app purchase, and this that's brand new. And obviously, this thing will go down. But you don't have to buy the in-app things. You can play the game fine without it. But you can, and it's not. And in-app purchases are micro purchases, stuff like that. So it's not too bad. Kind of like you could buy the cards on some of the card games on the iPad, like the Magics and stuff like that. You can always buy some cards in that, and Ascension and games like that. They have the card packs that adds different powers and different plants and zombies, because you can play both the plants and the zombies in this one. If you play the game Plants vs Zombies on the iPad, then basically it's more of a tower defense game. And you're basically playing the plants, stopping zombies. And here you're in matches, and there's all kinds of kind of deathmatch type things called Team Vanquish. There's kind of a cool one where there's a bomb on a gnome, and you've got to defuse that bomb. It's really, really cool stuff. It's an online game only, and it's always good to have one of these in your collection. One of my favorites. Don't do it. Don't. That's my cat. The top of the thing there has the the stovetop thing on it. So they can't go up on the counter because if the stovetop is on before that, then they could they could burn their pies. And I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to train them not to get up there now. So every time I see them go near it, if you see me in a video going like no or don't do it, that's what's going on. Also, I did pick up one other thing today. I went at Chapters afterwards because I had to go pick up some stuff at Walmart. If you can look around and see this, what we got done here is Moroccan style couches. In Morocco, like when you go into the house, you'll notice that the couches, and they're like huge places. Like they have couches like lined all along. It's like the Moroccan houses, the big more affluent houses. They're definitely built for comfort. And so what you do is you get you bypass the couch, sofa, crap altogether. You grab a twin bed, and with the box spring, some extra firm pillows for the back. We have some actually fabric coming from Morocco from her mother that we're going to be doing. Right now we got like a kind of just like the sheet on here, kind of like a fitted sheet, and some stuff to make these here, kind of like a back to them. You can't see the back from the where I'm looking right now, but maybe you can over there. She had them like kind of moved around a bit. But let me see if I can give you a bit of the feel of it. There. See, normally you sew them up and make them kind of nice and tight, and it goes along kind of like the back of a couch. I did like a cutting motion, didn't I? But it's like really, I gotta say, it's really well done, and it's built for comfort. That's the way that Moroccan culture is. Some Moroccan culture, really. This is my better half. Has a bigger area than I'm used to. So this is what her family, her mother, suggested that we do. We're moving into a place where the kids come over, they can like have friends over, lounge about, hang out. Bedtime comes, bam, instant sleeping spot. So it kind of works in a multi-purpose. So I hope I gave her at least a good example of that. And you'll notice that over there we actually picked up a recliner today. So Hinda's already laid claim to the recliner. I like it. It's kind of cool. We get the lean back and stuff like that. But she likes it. She finds it good for her feet when she's walking around a lot. So that's not too bad. There's a lot more of this to show you, and I'm actually very excited to get this to you. I'm rocking the wine shirt tonight because it's actually freezing outside. Well, I wouldn't say freezing, but it's cold outside. It's getting closer. Our summer's gone. But I gotta say, why not? Have fun. Be happy. Tomorrow's Friday after all. And I love Friday. So I grabbed up Rue Morgue. And it's not the latest one. It's not the one with Brandon Lee from The Crow in it. No, I haven't had Rue Morgue in a few months. And I really wanted this one with curtains on it. Because Curtains is a really big movie for me. It's a Canadian film, a slasher film. I really enjoyed. And it's finally out on Blu-ray. So I've got to pick that up down the road. But it had some great stuff on here aside from that. Aside from the Curtains one, it's got a franchise freak shows, basically horror movie TV adaptations that were, and some that almost were. Talks about stuff like Freddy's Nightmares, then goes into failed stuff like Bates Motel. And I don't mean the Bates Motel that came on now. I mean the Bates Motel that came on back in the day, back with Bud Court. And yes, I do mean Bud Court star of Harold Mott, the Criterion release. We got Scanners on here, and they actually talked to David Cronenberg and Stephen Lack, the star who has gotten some, not so much acclaim, but some notice for his acting abilities for the people that have picked up the Scanners on Criterion, which is, by the way, is pretty amazing. I'm waiting for mine to come, so I can only go on what I've heard. But overall, it's a great issue. I'm sure that my friend TJ has this one, because TJ just gets them all. He's got a huge collection of them. And I'm going to be getting the horror box down the road. And every horror box includes a copy of Rue Morgue magazine and a t-shirt, a horror t-shirt. So that's pretty cool. But basically, that's what I wanted to show you guys. And give you a little peek of what I've got going on here, like with the apartment. And tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be able to do a tour. So for me right now, I'm getting a cold. Bless me. And which means it's time to relax and have some tea. So it is time for tea, and have a great night.